fans, and welcome back to a very special edition of Davey Mac's Tales from the Satellite. I'm your host, Bobby Tamburo, and joining me, as always, but not in the same state as usual, is the birthday boy himself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Eastside Dave McDonald.
Yes, thank you so much. Chant my name.
Eastside Dave.
Eastside Dave. Eastside Dave. You're so handsome. You're so handsome. It's my birthday, baby. It's the Dave Man's birthday. That is November 1st. That is when the Dave Man was born. I call it All Dave's Day. The Catholics will find that funny.
Well,
it's technically All Saints Day, Robert.
I think they found that funny in 2007.
All Dave's Day.
When you first made that joke on the Ron Fez show.
Did I really?
Actually, no, that wasn't the first time, because it was 2006 when you did it for the first time, and you did it for the second time in 2007.
Well, so at least you know that I've legitimately been using that terrible, terrible joke since I was about 8.
You know what?
8, because I'm a little Catholic boy.
Even though I've heard that joke a number of times, I still appreciate it. But before we get too far into the joke and why I appreciate it, let's get into the fact that obviously, if you've been tuning in and following along with Tales of the Satellite, you know what the day is. You know what we're talking about. It's the Davey Mac birthday celebrations on the Ron and Fez show.
All right, man. I love those celebrations. We had always a great time. Lots of booze, lots of alcohol, some controversy. It's like we can't do one Tales from the Satellite episode without having any kind of controversy. And I seem to recall some controversy in some of the celebration. But yeah, man, we always had a great time with my birthday. I love Halloween, and I love my birthday, and I love Christmas. That's it. Those three. I'm sorry.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Do you feel a little cheated that your birthday is so close to Halloween? Or let me ask you this, because you went to Catholic school, did you get off All Saints Day?
You know what? Early on in my Catholic school run, we got off on November 1st. But by the time I was in 8th grade, those days were long gone. I still think it should be a holiday because everyone goes out, the kids with the Halloween and the this and the that.
That's actually why the Catholic school I went to stopped giving it off, because it was literally just, you don't have to go to school the next day. Destroy the town as much as you feel. You know what I mean? Like, there were no ramifications.
Well, that's bullshit. Come on, man. They should be giving All Saints Day off. But yeah. No, I'm a major Halloween guy, probably because of it. My mom told me I missed being a Halloween baby by just a couple hours, in fact.
Is it true that she wanted to give out candy, and that's why?
Beanie Mac, she got a sweet tooth.
If you give Beanie a chance to perform, i.e. giving candy to trick-or-treaters, she's going to take that opportunity
Absolutely.
10 out of 10 times, even if it means delaying the birth of her son.
She loves, to this day, Chuckles. Good candy. Good gummy candy. I don't know how she finds them. It's like she somehow time travels to like 1964. Because if you go to most places, you are not going to see packages of Chuckles for sale. Those are those little, fruity kind of. You know what Chuckles are?
No.
You don't know? You don't even know what Chuckles are?
No.
So Chuckles are.
I thought it was a shitty version of Chipples.
They're non-chocolate candy in your vein of a jujube, but with a little sugar on top. I said jujube.
No. Okay, I think I do know what you're talking about. Now, the juju wasn't about the jujube. That's not what the reaction was. I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, because I feel actually a little uncomfortable now that I think about it saying jujube. I feel like I'm saying something bigoted, but I'm not. That's a candy too. But the thing about Chuckles is they're absolutely delicious, but cheap. You get one like green kind, one cherry, one orange, one black licorice, and then one other one, and that's it. You get like 5 of these like delicious chewable candies, but it's literally 5 to a package of Chuckles. And I always felt like Beanie Mac got cheated. I was always like, well, you gotta switch your candies up, mommy. You gotta go to something that you're getting a lot of shit. If you want a non-chocolate candy, may I introduce you to my friends, the Sour Patch Kids? These are the things that I try to tell Mommy Mac. Beanie Mac, does she listen? No, she doesn't. Nope.
My dad also really gets into Halloween and loves the spirit of it. And when like the economy first crashed in 2008, he was worried that kids wouldn't get good candy anymore. So
that was his first concern
on Halloween, because it was like right around that time. He was like,
second biggest thing since like the 1929 stock market crash, 2008, and his concern was what the kids still need their bite-sized Snickers.
Well, I mean, he understood trickle down. Like that's where the costs were going to be cut. So he did not do bite-sized, Dave. In fact, our house is now known as the king size house because they give out king size candy bars every year.
Full on?
Yeah.
And king size at that.
At that, yeah. Now they've adapted a little bit, whereas if you're not wearing a costume or you didn't put a lot of effort into your costume, you're getting a shitty mini size. But if you put the time in, you're getting a king size candy bar from the Tamburo household.
Yeah, if you put a little effort in, you get rewarded. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like there's less and less trick-or-treaters. I always have my big bowl of candy all ready to go. I'm sitting there, with my candy in one hand and my shotgun in the other hand, hoping that the kids come to the house. I don't know. People tell me their parents are scared, because I got the candy over here and then the firearms over here. So it's, come on, it's Halloween. I'm trying to, I'm trying for a little scary fun thing. I mean, the shotgun's real. It's loaded.
Yeah, are they going to get?
I mean, it's Halloween.
Are they going to get a trick, or are they going to get the candy?
Exactly.
You don't know.
But I've never to this day shot anyone. For the record.
Yet.
I mean, let's just be honest. That would be the ultimate in Halloween fright.
But it is appropriate we're talking about celebrations, because the night before the first birthday show we get to experience with you, there was a giant celebration. It was an Opie and Anthony party. Do you remember anything about this?
The Opie and Anthony party, where was it? Hard Rock? Hard Rock Cafe?
Indeed it was. Something major happened.
With regards to me?
No. With regards to music news, but if you had to guess the characters of the Ron and Fez show, typically only Earl would have cared about this. Music news.
Music news. Living Color was reuniting, getting back together once again.
So close.
No, what?
Think another major African-American group, duo. So they had Flavor Flav slated to come to their party, and it became the reunion of Public Enemy. They had it performed, according to you, according to Bronx Johnny, yo, boss, they haven't been on stage together in 40 years.
Yes, it was a Public Enemy reunion live right there at the Opie and Anthony show of all things.
That is
Halloween party.
The exact energy that a surprisingly ornery Ron brings to the table. The show starts with Ron. Typically, when he's frustrated about something, it's either almost over the top mad about it, we see, or it's kind of like tongue-in-cheek mocking. But they start the show with him going, big Opie and Anthony party last night, and something crazy happened. There were actual hot chicks. Normally there's two, one for Opie, one for Anthony, and the rest of us, it's just a goddamn metal concert. And he just seemed frustrated by the whole thing. He was like, he was like, if this had been Hot 97, this would have been the biggest news of the day, like across the board, and nobody gave a shit at the Opie and Anthony thing.
Yeah, I guess he was. I don't think he was ornery. I don't know. Maybe I haven't heard the clip. I wouldn't know. But I don't recall him being in some kind of
the whole day he was kind of like, it seemed like he was frustrated. Patty comes in later, and he's giving how they treat her a hard time on air. Like, you know what I mean? It just seemed like a little almost I don't know.
I don't know. He could just be having fun.
So,
you're having fun. Yeah. And sometimes, maybe you didn't get a lot of sleep or something, but I feel like there was,
and the other thing he may have been up against is Opie and Anthony took off the next day.
Well, so there you go. Why didn't we get off?
Well, he didn't want to steal their story. He wanted to let them talk about what happened at the show in detail for the first time. He didn't want to scoop the scoop.
Right.
So maybe he was just being frustrated. So like, I don't have to talk too much about this or something, But
hold it and done. All right, it is the Ron and Fez show. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Today is a special day because it's Eastside Dave's birthday, and we said, Eastside Dave, today's your day. You pick out the song.
My choice, baby.
Yeah. A
great song by a great band on a great day. Let me just say that.
Now, today's your birthday.
Today it is.
Now, what's the reason behind November Rain?
First day of November, Mr. B.
Mm-hmm.
November 1st, November rain. It's a little cloudy out there, and let's bring on the GNR.
You know, that's a brilliant thing that I don't think every other dumb rock station from sea to shining sea is playing this fucking long monstrosity of a song. But it's your birthday.
Yeah, I'm embracing my Jersey rock roots.
Yeah.
Remember?
It's the first song they play after Werewolves of London for Halloween.
And it's, you know, it fits. It fits on a gloomy day like this. And let's just be fair, top 3 or 4 songs of all time. I mean, epic rock and roll masterpiece.
You know, today is your birthday, and I'm not going to sit around and argue with you. I'm going to let you enjoy your day.
Oh, great.
So it's one of those things when it's the baby boy's day. Yes, we're having pizza for dinner. That's his favorite food. Sure, we'll eat little cut-up hot dogs, whatever it takes. You want November rain today?
I had to have it.
God forbid we give up half the show for you. I just want you to know that. So you're not getting anything else.
I had my eyes closed.
You got a 6-hour song, and that's it. That's your birthday present today.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed it. Hold on, Pat wants to give you something here. Pat, you're on Ron Fez.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell that redheaded douchebag happy birthday, and thank you very much for playing that fucking song. As soon as it came on, it started fucking raining on me.
In L.A.? How mystical.
That's what it's about.
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, if it meant anything, we're broadcasting to an entire country.
It's the magic of W. Axl Rose and Slash. You have to embrace it sometimes. You got to embrace it.
Why? They won't. Until they get together, I really don't wish to discuss them anymore. Oh, crazy night last night hanging out with O&A. First of all, before I say anything else, I want to just say congratulations to O&A. After all these years, you're starting to attract chicks. I never could fucking imagine. Earl, how many road shows have you been to?
All of them.
Have you ever seen so many hot broads as last night?
I think that might have been the pinnacle of great-looking women at an O&A event.
Normally, when you go to an O&A event here, and this is going to... There are 2 hot women every single time. One's with Anthony, one's with Opie. So that's normally... Then everybody else you fucking make for yourself. You know, you sit around and you basically feel like you're at a Pantera show in fucking... in the early 90s. Normally, you don't get the kind of women that they're attracting now. I don't know what it is.
It was like smoke, and I mean, not just like good looking, I mean, smoking hot women.
It was
extraordinarily
It was
hot
actually, it was almost unbearable. Like, it actually got too tortured or something, and I wanted to go in the bathroom and spank a little bit.
I'm not going to bust your balls at all today, you long-term masturbator. I know, though, for a fact, you've told your chick horrible things at me. I've known this girl for years. She looks at me with such horror right now. Such fear and loathing and horror. And I'm wondering what goes on in that garage apartment of yours.
At one point, she moved her chair away from you. I don't know what was going on.
I missed that, did she?
A little bit, but I don't think it was anything about you personally.
No, it is.
When she doesn't eat, she's...
What do you mean she doesn't eat? This fucking broad last night, and she's a tiny little thing. His chick... It was like Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11. Every time I turn around, she has a different food in her mouth.
And she said to me, said that to me over and over again. Hey, Ron said to me, quote, Claire, this is the 3rd time I've seen you eat.
No, I didn't. I said, honey, you eat like a fucking animal. I go, you're a tiny little girl, but you eat like an animal, and this can't go on forever.
Before you even get on air, what's the obvious opening to the show? It's a Dave birthday. What band's it got to be?
Guns N' Roses is usually my call, but, that's not an easy question, Robert. You're forgetting I'm a Pearl Jam and a Pink Floyd and a Radiohead and a Bruce Springsteen guy, too.
You know what? If you had been more confident in yourself, you would have had it because it was Guns N' Roses.
Fuck.
It was the first day in November and it was raining. So
November Rain, baby.
Obviously went with November Rain.
When I'm feeling tired and shadows still remain, I know that you can love me when there's no one left to blame. I mean, no one can do Axl Rose the way I can do Axl Rose. That's a fact. We all know it. Because everyone does the screechy voice. They don't fucking bother for the intricacies. The guy has range. You got the knocking on heaven's door, Axl. Knock, knock, knock it on heaven's door. Wow. Hi, 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 yeah. You know, you gotta have the range.
I always preferred the cover.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I mean, so that was a cover. Bob Dylan did the original. Go ahead.
Then the Los Bros or whatever covered it a bunch later. I don't know. We don't need to get into that. This isn't a music show. What we need to get into is your birthday. Now,
thank you.
One thing we hear towards the later end of your run on Ron and Fez is that Ron is tired of adult birthdays. Like, everybody makes a big deal out of their birthday. There's got to be these parties.
Why not?
But
you got one day a year to feel special. The world is a dark, cold, insane place where nothing good happens in it these days. Nothing at all. So you get one goddamn day where things aren't so bad. I'm taking it. I'm fucking taking it. That's why we're doing this goddamn birthday episode today. Because I'm feeling good about my birthday, baby.
Well, good.
I've changed so many lives. Roberts, maybe?
Yeah.
That's one?
Yeah. It sways day to day, good or bad sometimes. But no. Yeah, you've changed a bunch of lives. But I was going to point out, it's kind of weird because this is one of the birthdays where it seems like they really don't do a ton to celebrate for you. They play that Guns N' Roses song. They let you drink a little bit.
That's good enough.
You get to pick another Guns N' Roses song.
I like this. I mean, I'm okay with all of this so far.
If you had to pick another Guns N' Roses song, what would you go with?
Mr. Brownstone?
Enter the Ring.
Get in the Ring is the name of the song. But yes, that was. I know what happens here. I believe does anything controversial happen here?
No.
No.
You just kind of sing along and enjoy the song.
Oh, I was thinking about because there was a time where I was drunk.
Yeah, we've covered it.
And I was calling out Louie CK.
Oh, okay.
To get in the ring.
Interesting.
And so get in the ring is GNR. Actually, it's a Duff McKagan song, but then lyrically wise. But then during the middle of it, Axl Rose cuts like a wrestling promo on people who he doesn't like Bob Guccione Jr., who was in charge of Spin Magazine and apparently published a non-flattering Guns N' Roses article. And Axl Rose, literally during the song, is calling the guy out. He's like, Bob, and it's funny because that's something you do on a live performance. That's something you do like on stage. You don't do it in a recording studio.
In a studio session, yeah,
where it's captured for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
people are hearing Bob Guccione Jr. What's so mad with you? You pissed off because your dad got more pussy than you? Fuck you. Suck my fucking dick. That's what he says.
Who's his dad?
Bob Guccione Sr., who I believe started Hustler or something like that.
Sounds like he's a real pussy hound, according to his son, Axl Rose.
But one of them, I decided to do the Axl Rose thing and do a wrestling promo on Louie CK. I wasn't sure if that was the case because he had said something about me on Opie and Anthony or something, called me stupid.
Yes.
Oh yes, he said that
We're believe me, Dave, that's how we're going to actually wrap this episode up.
Okay,
is you
never
versus
mind.
Louie CK, but you're
Good.
on the right track. I don't
Good.
believe it was...
No, I don't want to blow that story then if we're going to do it later. That's a teaser then, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't believe it was this birthday call out, but that's also not the only other time we've heard you use this as a promo. If you believe it or not, during the Twitio Awards, you called Mark Sanchez and cut a promo to Enter the Ring.
Get in the Ring is the name of the song.
Well, maybe if you had said Enter the Ring, they would have done it, Dave, because you're over 3 in your call
I'm
out.
just letting you know. I corrected you the first fucking time. Take the cauliflower out of your ears. The name of the song is Get in the Ring by Guns N' Roses. Mark Sanchez, yeah, fuck yeah. I remember Earl being so hopped up on the Jets.
Wait. Oh, no. I think that was Rick Sanchez is what I meant. I'm sorry.
Oh, Rick Sanchez?
Yeah, remember from the Twitio.
Fuck yeah, that's right. Rick Sanchez, listen, you still have never responded to me calling you out. That was 15 years ago, Rick, from CNN. I mean, he's so gone from CNN. I don't even know where Rick Sanchez is. He's even still alive. He was a prominent news guy, and after, I hate to say it, after the Dave Man, it felt like he dropped off the map.
You made him look like a pussy.
Well,
you called him out after Mr. Barrio wasn't there.
He was a big deal on CNN, and he's just disappeared.
And then
he's been on MSNBC, Fox News. I don't see him anywhere.
I don't know if you know this, but the main character of Rick and Morty, Rick, his name is actually Rick Sanchez. And at the time when that show was getting developed, Justin Roiland was at Sirius all the time pushing other projects. So there's a good chance.
Is that true?
He heard about this and made his main character look like a drunk asshole because of you.
Now, how about that? That's something brand new. That means I want a little piece of the Rick and Morty money then. If that's the case. He got canceled for some what? Some bad shit? He got canceled? Okay, I don't want nothing. I don't want any of your blood money, Rick and Morty. I'm out of the Rick and Morty loop, apparently. I gotta be honest, I've never seen an episode. I know it's a very popular show. I know. Don't fuck it. I get it. It's a popular show. I get it.
It's based on Back to the Future, so I think you'd enjoy it.
I've seen the commercials. There's a doc and there's a kid. I get it. Just leave me alone. I don't have enough time for all this shit. Don't you understand what I'm doing? I'm binge watching still The Ultimate Fighter. I've gone through like 20 seasons. I need to complete this. Then I have to go back and binge watch Fargo because I just saw a trailer for season 5.
Because you watched it so far ago? Yes. All right, we're back, baby. That's the joke Rob needed. Here we are. No, and then honestly, Dave, in 2006, other than a couple Guns N' Roses song and letting you drink on air, the only other major thing they do for you is get you cupcakes.
Well, that sounds like a good time to me.
It does sound like
Guns N' Roses, booze, and sweets. I ain't complaining, Robert. Why? What are they supposed to do? Throw,
No.
Throw me some sort of life celebration and shoot fireworks off for the Dave Man? Make, close Times Square? I'm a realist. Just give me some beer.
I'd do all that.
You're a good person.
Here,
but then
can I borrow your phone? I'm going to
you
call in a bomb threat at Times Square right now to shut it down for Dave's birthday. No. Yes, then I get mad and frustrated.
Then you get mad.
Motherfucking.
You setting up the party at Times Square would drive you so insane that you'd be jumping off of the fucking Chrysler building.
How many times do you think you'd hear "For the love of fucking Christ"? That seems to be my go-to today.
I know. Today, I just sat very quietly watching the Giants and Jets. Oh, wait a second. Before this show, I got scolded that Mario Kart was too loud. I was playing Mario Kart before the show, and he actually said, "Can you please turn that down? It's distracting me."
Oh, in my defense, all I said was, Dave, can you give me like 2 minutes? I keep losing my equipment. I can't even focus. It's my ADD
because
brain.
Of Mario Kart?
The noises are designed to keep you into the game, not thinking about what you're doing in real life.
Fucking kicking ass, though, wasn't it?
You were. You go.
Who's the best Mario Kart player you know?
You.
Me.
Yeah.
There's no one better. Even when I go online, there's no one better. Okay, so here's my one weakness. I don't know all of the fucking little shortcuts. As far as drivability, like as far as driving skills, just simply driving my car, no one is better than me. No one in Japan, Brazil, Italy, Germany, anywhere. United Kingdom, nowhere. I play online against the world. I dominate them all. God, what a birthday it is today. I love it. I love my birthday. God bless America. I'm not Mr. Patriotic or anything like that, but I'll tell you something. When I play Mario Kart against the world, you've never heard someone who's more pro-America than me. And some of the things that come out of my mouth about the other countries, no good. No good. They would get me canceled. Definitely.
Yeah,
no. No, but I get very competitive with the Mario Kart.
Well, and you're representing the United States. That's why they had the Olympics, make everybody peaceful. But we're getting kind of far from your birthday. Right. I'm curious, cupcakes. Any was that the future
chocolate
of Molly's cupcakes?
Yeah.
Or so like they were bringing them in so you could try them the first time? That's why they were
very good. I particularly like the chocolate one with the little bit of chocolate and peanut butter in the middle. That was my favorite.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know what it was called.
Not sure why we didn't have any cupcakes today or pizza or anything to celebrate your birthday.
This is my point.
You bring the cupcakes to school. It's just like you're in middle school again, Dave.
Man.
I bring the presents.
I can order a pizza.
Which is my present. Now, I may have a date later if she doesn't blow me off.
So what? So you're not allowed to eat?
I haven't eaten solid food in 2 days. The fact that she keeps postponing, I'm really on a fucking Gandhi hunger strike right now. It's not good. But
no.
Anyway, what I am curious is that was kind of the end of your birthday. You didn't get any presents on air.
Jesus Christ, man. Not even from Earl?
No, you didn't get anything. And typically we see, like for Christmas and stuff, you got better presents than my parents would get me from people. You got the Wii, you got Guitar Hero, which will definitely come up in a minute. Why? What was it just hangover from the night before? It seems like Earl didn't really put anything together for you. You know what I mean?
It's a big deal, I guess.
Okay, I mean,
it
just feels like for someone who puts in so much for the show, and then like that it became a running thing. Such a big deal was being made out of birthdays. I just was curious.
I don't think it was just. I just don't think it was a big deal.
Okay, well,
You know, it's
before
someone's
we,
birthday. It's a producer's birthday in the fucking show. What do you know?
and that's
At
true.
that
You
point.
weren't quite the hero that we
Right.
came to know yet.
Right,
But
right.
let me ask you this:
I started in 2005, December. So if this was November of 2006, I was only on the job 11 months.
so about a year. Yeah,
Well,
you know,
yeah,
they were
a
probably
year.
saving something big for your 1 year
Yeah, but I
anniversary.
wasn't the established Davey Mac, the legend, the
No.
greatest of all time, the GOAT, in terms of everything.
You were still Kobe.
Everything. Radio
Coming out of
talent.
high school, had to prove yourself a bit.
Right.
Still, I get you.
Yeah.
So, do you remember anything from the Public Enemy reunion? Because on the air, that's what most of the show's about. I mean, sure, somebody did call and was like, "Hey, how did you get those cupcakes?"
I remember
Did
the Public Enemy.
somebody blow a chef for him? You know, those jokes were made. But the main focus of the show was the Public Enemy thing. I guess when they came in, Opie and Anthony just kind of gave Flavor Flav the mic, and he took over for the next hour and a half. He brought a whole entourage in.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
And
It was
then
a big deal. It was pretty cool, actually.
there was a big incident at the end with a purse. Do you remember anything about Solera's sister? Apparently, one of
Lost
the
her purse.
Well, that's
She
not
got
how.
stolen?
That's how she presented it. That one of the entourage took it from her, like purse snatched her as they walked by, and Earl was involved in this major incident with the NPR.
I don't
boss.
remember this at all, but that's awesome.
Yeah,
Dizzy Peach, Solera's sister, Dizzy Peach.
Dizzy Peach. Okay.
Dizzy Peach had her purse stolen by one of Flavor Flav's people.
They tried to call it on the phone that was in the purse on
Okay,
air, and
now
it
I
had
am
already been turned off.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, that shit's fucking gone,
I am
dude.
remembering this. 100%. Yeah, I was hanging out in the back, and I remember just watching the Public Enemy show, thinking, wow, this is really fun. I had no idea about the Dizzy Peach scandal at the time. But then, yeah, I do remember there being some kind of ruckus and then some yelling type of deal. But I was pretty drunk.
Also, you wouldn't. Who would have been? It would have been. Wasn't Casey yet? Who? Claire. You and Claire were backstage, and you said you saw the entourage come in and went, "Let's just get out of here, Claire. Let's give them the room. This is clearly their space now." So,
So I'm standing at the door, and I forget who I was talking to, but suddenly this black wave comes in because Flav can't just show up by himself. He's got. It just seemed like there was a drought in Ethiopia, and when you just you're watching CNN and you just see masses of black people moving, they're just knocking everything over in their way, and everyone protecting him like he's the president or something. And he's wearing a crown. The whole thing is just stupid from line one.
It was like a combination of protection and people, for whatever he was like a pope almost. Like everyone wanted to touch him, shake his hand. Girls wanted to kiss him.
I didn't see anyone that was able to get close to him when he came in, because the security thing, really, they were just keeping people away from him and snatching purses. They were doing the job they needed to do. You were standing there, right?
Yeah,
Dave?
I was. And Claire's wings got broken by one of the entourage. The guy was like bigger than, he looked and was bigger than Patrice, and he just shoves Claire like she's going to attack Flav.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about security, but the point is to keep people away, not to push women out of the way that have no interest. Now, so that shows up. So I get, and I don't want to blow O&A's spot. This is something they're going to talk about on Monday. I'm just going to give you the version from the cheap seats. When he came out once and was doing his Flavor Flav act, I wasn't, even slightly interested. And the crowd was popping as he was just yelling off crazy shit and making people hoot and holler. But then when he came out and started rapping, I went, fuck, I forgot. That's who Flavor Flav is,
Yeah.
Then, and that goes on, so he has to introduce God knows how many people that he brought with him.
Everybody.
And I can see O&A and Anthony in particular. It's very late for Anthony. The man gets up 5 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, whatever you got to do to get in. He just looked exhausted in his wizard's costume. And I'm literally going, why didn't I save acid for this age? Why did I take it at 14? When this is literally like watching LSD turn into reality. It's guys that you work with fucking Flavor Flav and his mom. It just doesn't even make the slightest bit of sense. But then Flavor does the thing, and I guess if you were listening today, you could have picked up on it, where he goes, we got somebody here, and maybe we can get him to come up and do something with me. And it's fucking Chuck D. And you're sitting there, and now suddenly you turn around and they're putting Public Enemy together in front of you at a fucking O&A road show. I mean, talk about the craziest shit you've ever seen in your life.
Like, I'm the most ardent rock supporter, but I got into that so hard, and I'm not into rap, but that was fucking insane.
But, I mean, for you, this would be like it. If Axl and Slash did get back together on stage, but it was only in front of a bunch of black people at a Hot 97 show. There was a lot of people who don't understand the fucking historical significance of that, of these two guys on stage working together, hugging, because that fucking group, Public Enemy, was gigantic. And I'm going, this is not happening on BET. It's not happening on Hot 97. It's at O&A show in front of their fucking past. It was just so far from sensible.
And Bronx Johnny told me that I think it was the first time they'd been on stage together and performing in 4 years. I mean, this was a very significant event that happened, Midtown Manhattan at the Hard Rock.
And it all made sense except for why we're O&A behind this thing. And looking at them, I'm wondering, did they get it or care? Because it just seemed like Anthony wanted to go home. Because literally when Flavor came on, those guys just gave up the show for him for was it an hour?
I think it was way past an hour.
Or did it just feel that way? It's kind of like when you're in a car wreck and it feels like it's going on longer and longer. Because Flav is unfucking controllable.
Because Flav would wrap up, and then they'd go into another song or something.
And then it's like, listen to my DJ for a while. He's fucking scratching like we're in a fucking, some block party in Queens in fucking in 81. It was insane, Earl.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it was like a tale of two people, because Flav shows up with pretty much everybody. He showed up easily with 100 people.
Oh, yeah.
Easily 100 people.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, the size of the entourage that he shows up with, and then everybody wants to stuff themselves in the back, and then eventually on stage behind him, which I do not understand that part of it as a performer.
I never got the hip-hop shows where everyone is on stage.
But just, what a unique moment to be a part of. Literally the Public Enemy reunion that you had no intention of being at.
It was so weird. Like, who's that? Oh, that's Flavor Flav. Yay.
No.
Oh, Chuck D. Wait a second. Those twos were in the... Oh, it's a full-on thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then, I'm just sitting there. Stupid red hair.
No,
Caucasian.
You said you weren't fully yourself as a legend on air yet. In public, were you still the Dave we know and love? Because if you were, couple drinks in you, I can only imagine you in the audience going, "You down with OVB? Yeah, you know me."
Well, that's naughty by nature.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know any
shit.
Public Enemy songs.
Fucking A, man. I mean, we'll at least get one goddamn detail correct.
Well, help me.
Public Enemy was Fight the Power.
Fight the Power.
Fight the Power. Yeah, Fight the Power. Fight the power with that beat. We gotta fight the power. Fight the power with that beat. I remember that
you
song
looking like every Irish cop who enforced all the racial policies in New York in the audience. Fight the power.
I was dancing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was going like this. Fight the power. You gotta fight the power of that beat. And then I was like doing the drunk thing with Fez and going like, I first heard this song in Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing.
Enzo's got my joint in his mouth. Should we have him?
Get it?
Enzo literally had it like he was smoking a joint. I was like, damn, that's a cool ass dog. That's a sick dog.
I mean, what are you doing leaving that shit around? But so yeah, I was like screaming at Fez, this was it, remember? Remember Rosie Perez dancing at the beginning of the movie with this song? Remember Rosie Perez with the spandex? He was like, yeah, I remember. Stop drinking, okay, Dave? I do remember this detail.
We like the power in Pinellas Park, okay, Dave?
Like, who was I talking to? I'm like telling Fez, like, remember how sexy she looked, how hot Rosie Perez was in the spandex outfit dancing to Fight the Power? And I'm telling this to Fez. He wasn't as excited. Plus, I was definitely talking too close.
Yeah.
With the drunk thing, like, this song's great, man. You're gonna love this, Fez. You know this one? Did you ever see Do the Right Thing with Spike Lee? Oh, man. Well, you got to see that movie. Well, okay, this song was in it.
Dave, stop drinking before you do something stupid like calling them naughty by nature. But
well, the reason because I'm actually a Naughty by Nature fan. They're from Orange, New Jersey. Okay, OPP, hell yeah. But don't forget In the Ghetto. Okay, don't forget Hip Hop Hooray. Okay.
Wait, they covered Elvis's song?
No. It was like
gray and dark Chicago morning, another baby child is born in the ghetto.
That they did not do that.
In the Ghetto.
This was a different In the Ghetto. Thank you very much.
And his mama cried.
Big fan. I'm a big fan of Naughty by Nature. In fact.
Well,
in fact, when the Giants won the Super Bowl, they played Giants Stadium and they did. You down with NYG? Yeah, you know me. You down with NYG? Yeah, you know me. It was great.
How much did they get paid for that? I just want to know how much losing all of
25,000
your
each.
street cred is worth. $25K. All right.
Go ahead.
Somebody's yelling.
Well, then close the window. I told you we should close the windows. He didn't want the windows closed. Now everyone in the courtyard's hearing all this nonsense. Think about that. Go ahead.
If you think that they're loud, that was loud, wait till we get into your next birthday, which happens next. But I got to ask Dave, I know we did the sports show last Tuesday, and we thought it might be the last show we were together for before your birthday. But I did, in fact, get you a couple birthday presents. When during this show would you like? You want to do one now?
Yes,
and
please.
then we'll do one before we transition?
Yes, I love gifts. I love presents. Yes. Oh, this is going to be exciting. I'm very much looking forward to this. Robert, birthday presents, not expected. I feel like I guilted him. Am I allowed to look at this now?
Yeah, I didn't have time to wrap it, but I think you would appreciate it.
Oh, it's an Ahsoka Tano pop head. Beautiful. From Star Wars, of course.
Now, the viewing audience...
The new series, Ahsoka, was excellent, by the way.
The viewing audience may not know this, but when I come over, before we do these, we have to clear off the table, and it is full of Star Wars figurines and stuff. So
because of Yaddle Chattel, a Star Wars podcast, which I host with Jedi Jared Fishman.
And I know your guys...
We're going to add this to the Star Wars set, for sure.
And I know your coverage of Ahsoka, the new series, really...
I liked it.
People but your and Jared's particular coverage of the new series, people seem to really be into and really like. So I figured that might help because I'm assuming she's
excellent.
She's from the new series.
Yes, she's from the Ahsoka series. This is Ahsoka Tano herself from the Ahsoka series, which I think is one of the strongest Star Wars series that they've put out on Disney Plus. I was a big fan of it. In fact, I thought the second half. The entire second half was just unbelievable. I thought it was a great show, and I think it's setting up a fantastic possibility in the future. Thank you, Robert.
You're welcome. Did you hear about the potential crossover with Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Super Ahsoka?
Okay.
Thank you. Next birthday. We are back. The next birthday, 2007.
Okay.
I want to ask going in, the last birthday we heard about, not yours, was Lily's, and she was very upset that no one came. If I remember correctly, Bronx Johnny showed up for about a minute, went vibes off, boss, and left Ron and went home. But
she had a party that no one came to?
She had a party that no one came to. Did that have any effect going into your birthday?
Potentially. At the very least, I get competitive and want people to celebrate me, and then celebrate me way more than her. So since she just had one, and she just had a failure birthday experience, I wanted to be, have a successful birthday experience, and then brag about it and be like in your face.
What month is Lily's? Is it close?
Yeah, I feel like she might be in October.
So it would have been fresh on the mind.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason I ask is there are several themes to this birthday.
Okay.
One is the running bit of everybody calling in and telling you they're not going to be able to make it to your party Saturday. So I didn't know if that was kind of a way to make Lily feel better. When we heard that no one showed up to Lily's birthday, Ron was actually pissed at you guys. It sounded like on air. Like he was like, you know, we don't do that to someone else. We don't make one of our own look bad. And I know she was just an intern, but still, I was curious if maybe this was done as a way to like try to make it up to her a little bit. I know you at the time were in an awkward position where any niceness you did to Lily was seen as a slight to your personal relationships,
Oh, God.
and vice versa. So was this
What
a
a
way of
nightmare.
kind of getting out of
I don't
that
know.
and apologizing?
No, I mean, no, I didn't care that much. But I mean, it wasn't. I mean, I'll go to any party,
Except
I'll
for
hang
Lily's
out any-
birthday.
Well, I was busy.
You weren't allowed.
What?
You were told you weren't allowed. That was the excuse we heard on air. So I just didn't know.
Right.
I just didn't know if this was done as.
Well, yes. Okay, so let's just say it. Lily and my ex-wife were having a beef.
Yeah.
It was fucking out of control. Out of control. And I couldn't believe it. And I couldn't believe that that neither would just say, hey, maybe we shouldn't fucking be trying to get the claws out and tear each other's eyeballs out. You know, during the work day, fucking this man's life and job up constantly. And I didn't get no sympathy from that, by the way.
Well, you did from Jedi Jared, who pointed out two people who had no business being involved with the show necessarily, literally had access to the show on a daily basis
It's
to make your
crazy,
life
man.
under a microscope.
I mean, and by the way, it's not all on the X. Lily was like out of control. She was calling her during the show to get into fights with her on the phone. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Calm it the fuck down and be professional.
And
we
you're-
should close these windows.
Yeah, we probably
I'm
should.
going to get kicked out of this
I got it.
Yeah, this is an actual apartment complex.
Well, I'm going to set you up with this question while I do it.
Thank you.
I think part of the issue you ran into with that
Starting to get
in
heated.
particular is that you're a good person.
Yeah,
like
I'm a
whereas a
good
normal
person. I'm
person would
fired
be
up
like,
over here.
you two fuckers figure that out. You actually want both people to feel good. So that's why I was curious.
Yeah.
Maybe if you set
I was
up.
trying to broker the fucking peace, and I'm getting caught in the middle, and my life was miserable. I was already responsible for 8,000 fucking things on the Ron and Fez show. I gotta deal with this shit? Keep it together. Jesus fucking Christ. People I should be canonized. I'm All Saints Day. That is what I am. At least I'm a radio saint.
Like
I'm a radio saint.
Like St. Anthony? Because that's how you kept referring to Anthony, who you were so excited was going to come to your birthday party.
Yeah.
So the show starts, obviously. It's Dave's birthday. No Guns N' Roses this time, though.
No GNR. Was this the Bruce year?
It was a Bruce year, but do you remember why there was no GNR? This was a big second theme of the show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought it would simply be because we did GNR last year. I didn't know there was a different reason.
You were very frustrated about a certain GNR situation, and it was that Slash had been on Opie and Anthony. You weren't allowed to go see him, and
I remember this. Oh,
they
fucking
did not get your book signed.
Fucking don't even. Don't bring this up, Robert. Don't bring this up.
I mean,
Too late.
It's the topic of the show. Like we have to. We're here.
Robert, I get told by Eric E-Rock, hey, you're a big Guns N' Roses fan. We're getting Slash in. You want to go in? I said, sure. He goes, okay, but this is what we want you to do. We want you to get dressed up like Slash. And then go in and surprise him where you're dressed up like Slash. And I go, okay. I mean, all right, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, if that's how you're going to get my Guitar Hero's guitar signed, sure, I'll dress up like Slash. Not one Opie and Anthony producer told Slash or Slash's team, really more importantly, Slash's manager, and a couple of fucking bodyguards that Slash was rolling with. No one said anything about what I was planning to do. So I go in there, and I'm ready to go onto the Opie and Anthony show in full-on Slash outfit, although I couldn't find, how to get his hat, so I took an Irish top hat. It was a top hat, but it was Irish, it was green-looking, and I just took my own belt, like my own regular belt that I bought from the Gap, and put it around the hat. But I had I had a vest, with no shirt on.
Okay.
That's very Slash.
Yeah.
Jeans, sunglasses, and the Irish hat that I made. I have my Guitar Hero. I'm walking in. All of a sudden, his people and his security guard said, whoa, nope. And they literally denied entry and wouldn't allow me in. Period. Wouldn't allow me on the show. So I go to Eric, what the fuck happened? I guess Well, no one asked. Yeah, well, I mean, I was surprised. I'm surprised. I'm surprised by it. Did you ask did you tell them that we're going to be doing this? No, I didn't. So you fucking set my ass up to look like a fucking idiot, and now I can't meet one of my fucking heroes, right? Yeah. So that was all their fuck up, and I'm pissed off about it. But
so
he
now,
did.
Wait. Let's not get there yet.
All right, let's not get there yet.
Because it's been presented to you that you had this book at least that you gave to him, right? That you asked
Slash's book. Yeah.
That you so eloquently put you spent $29.99 on.
I wanted
the least thing they could do is get it signed.
I wanted that book signed so bad.
And
I loved his book. It was great. His autobiography.
Nice. I've also been reading one of my musical influences books, autobiography.
Oh yeah, who?
Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, the Curtis Jackson story, aka 50 Cent.
50 Cent, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with him.
He's teaching me lots of fun things. Like I know how we're going to handle some of our beefs.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to end up getting you shot 10 times in the chest, but that's fine.
If I die, I'm 50. If I live, I'm Pac. But no. So you didn't get the book signed, and that becomes another running theme of the day. Do you remember who you blamed in particular?
Well, I know
it was not E-Rock, but the jokes you would make would still be applicable.
Well, if it wasn't E-Rock, it would be Steve. It would be Sam,
the Booker,
Roland.
God
damn it!
And you focus on Roland the whole show.
Yeah, well, that fat tub of goo with the fucking big head and the little creepy voice. And being the asshole and shit like this. You know, I never liked Roland.
And he would be the type of guy who would find... Do you remember Jabba the Hutt in Return of the Jedi?
Do I? I host a Star Wars podcast. I love Jabba the Hutt.
Who's his little creature that laughs?
Salacious E. Crumb.
The small little thing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that reminds me of Roland's sense of humor. He takes great pleasure out of causing misery to other people. So if he had, in fact, made you dress up like Slash to look like an asshole in front of his crew and then told you he'd get his book signed and didn't, that would be one of the funniest things for Roland. You know what I mean? So it's in his character for you.
But what's the point of that? That's not a funny bit because, again, we are not supposed to be entertaining ourselves. And that was O&A producer mentality. Let's pull pranks and do stupid shit off the air, which no one can hear, which isn't fucking entertaining to anyone.
Well,
you could have had me in a fucking goddamn fucking Irish Slash outfit looking like an asshole on the air. There's a reason why I'm on the air still, and a lot of them ain't.
Well, unfortunately,
priorities.
Unfortunately, Roland's Food Court, one of the only few surviving shows on the virus or whatever. But so they set that up. Now, the third kind of thing going on, which is a little more under the radar, but it is something new, is Fez Whatley has become the man behind the glass. And Fez is back. I mean, it sounds like WJFK Fez.
He's in the producer's booth. I remember this.
What led to that decision?
Just to change it up.
Was it... Did you notice a difference? Because the callers obviously did. Ron does right away.
Right away he did.
He keeps pointing it out. Yeah.
At the beginning? Yes.
So...
Yes.
Walk me through that.
Sometimes it's just a change of location makes you feel a little bit better. I think some of the anxieties were creeping in. And when you are behind the glass, you got to make sure the levels and this and that are up to speed, which he was very good at. But at the same time, he can still be funny. You can pop in for a little quick one-liner and stuff. It suited him quite well,
so
I thought.
With him behind the glass, now you're sitting where he used to sit in studio, and then...
Maybe it was Earl. Do you recall? Was Earl on the phones? Because usually
Earl was not on the phones, no. Earl kept popping in and out for the show, so we thought he might just be in studio. And the question was, then what is... If Earl's not running the boards... If he's not
running the in-studio board.
Okay.
I think Earl sat in Fez's spot.
Okay, we were curious because it sounded like Earl was just sitting in the studio watching the show.
Well, there's a chance of that, too. That's a really good question. I would have to know if I sat in Fez's chair or Earl, but I feel like it would have been Earl sitting there in front of the board itself since he ran the board behind the glass.
And now that you say that,
those two just switched.
Ron kept talking about like Earl and the levels. Why are you constantly adjusting my levels during the show? So it would make sense. My favorite part though is at one point he goes, Earl, what are your fingers on? And Earl's like, I'm just getting ready. Move your fingers, Earl. Get your fingers off the board. You don't need to hit anything. And then he goes, we got a radio psychic. And Earl hits radio psychic. He goes, I'm just kidding. Read the phone screen. It's a spot alert. You jackass. But so we have that going on as well. Fez is on fire.
Yeah.
He's killing it. The first person to call in is Danny.
Okay.
He wishes you a happy birthday.
Nice.
He says he feels really badly that the rest of the O&A staff let you down. So he got a nice picture of Slash and that he would be happy to take a picture of his autograph and autograph it for you and kind of gets out. It's a great bit by Danny. One of the few rare hit and gets where he nails it. I know you're not a huge fan of what he brought, but it seemed like he was playing into the bit real well.
It is what it is.
He was also dating Angel Fuck at the time.
Okay.
And Ron did not seem happy about that. He was like, we got to get Angel Fucked away from you, Danny. And just, obviously helping him out, wingmanning by being the dad who said no. No, it was a cool, fun phone call.
What the fuck? God, how I hate Danny. I just despise him.
So do I.
He's running around with Baby Girl.
And he fucking got his guitar signed by Slash today, and all I had him, I said, can Slash sign my book that I paid $30 for?
Yeah.
And Roland said no.
Of course Roland said no. Look at Danny laughing at you.
The fuck? I said just have Slash sign a post-it.
You know what? Let's get even and let's all go over there and grope Baby Girl. That's the only way.
That's it?
Yes.
That's how?
That's the only way we're going to get back. Didn't I send out for a little present for Dave?
Yes, and it's here.
Well, what are we waiting for? Bring in a little something. This is from me and Fez.
No.
For you. Because
Why?
you give and you give and you give. Because you're the perfect producer. Here you go.
What?
For a little Jameson for the show today.
Yeah!
Because you're the birthday boy.
You like?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my arm.
He's hurt his arm. He was on a stumbling, bumbling drunk last night. Pop that thing open.
Thank you so much.
That's a bit of the Irish. Earl, give him a little bit if I should fall from grace from God.
That's my favorite song.
I know. I wanted to open the show with that, but Earl's like, I got a black man singing. I go, okay, put it on.
Thank you very much, Mr. B and Mr. W.
You take a big pull off that Jameson. Now, why is Danny with Baby Girl? What does he have that this show doesn't have?
I don't know, but they definitely like to bang and
God
stuff
bless
like
him.
that.
Yeah, I understand.
I guess I should.
Yeah.
I was giving you the sign off the air. I shouldn't have actually said it.
God bless him for that. He deserves it. Actually, out of the entire O&A Rich Boy staff, he's the only one who gets any work done. Right, you know what? I think you're done drinking for a while. Put that up.
No.
Put that up.
Just one little sip.
No, because you've got a big day ahead of you. You got to pace yourself.
Okay.
I feel bad about the Slash thing today.
Yeah, I just want SLASH.
He is a hero, a guitar hero of yours.
That's all I wanted.
And who wouldn't get this for you?
Roland, motherfucking.
Yeah, I'm rolling motherfucking.
And Mr. B.
Yeah.
I typed it out on the word processor. I said, to Dave.
Right.
From one guitar hero to another.
Wow, that's great.
Slash. So he didn't even have to think of what to say.
Right.
They couldn't get it done.
Couldn't do it.
You know what? I might rip up my Slash book.
That would be great. You know something else too, and I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but O&A could have taken care of you on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, Roland's a fucking idiot, but O&A, what have you done for them? You come in here, you made out with Earl, you took your pants off, you ate shit. You've been good to those guys.
I feel like, this is one small token of appreciation that I fucking deserve.
And how many times before, too, did Opie say he didn't even like you for a long time?
A long time.
Yeah.
And then,
maybe he still does it.
And then at the Bob Newhart Unmasked, he came up to me and said, Dave, you're a great guy. And I said, hey, Mr. H, so are you? You know, but because I felt like we were on the same level.
Is that
day.
the young man that I went out of my way to put him over with Bob Newhart and say, oh, by the way, this is Opie. He's got a great radio show. He does this. You two guys would hit off.
Yeah.
That's what we do for each other
That's what.
in a professional setting.
Right.
How hard would it be him to show the same professional thing to you?
Yeah.
I'd like to get this signed.
Just Slash.
Yes.
Just the name.
And if Slash leave, no, excuse me, Slash. This is important to me. I put you on the show. Why don't you sign something for my friend?
You know, if I may just say, it's because Mr. Bennington has some goddamn generosity in his heart.
That you're not getting from
High
the others.
society.
Right.
Jameson sitting in front of me. Okay, it's been proven over. Bob Newhart.
Right.
It's been proven over and over again. One fucking thing.
Is that too much?
On a Post-it.
Right. And you know what? Are we... Why is that funny, Fez? His feelings are hurt.
I know, but it was like high society, Jameson, and Bob Newhart. What do these three things have in common?
Booze? I don't know. What the hell kind of match game is this?
You know what? You're standing in judgment, Fez, because your feelings have been hurt. You're living a great life. You go back to the stink apartment, you never have another fucking problem.
My apartment does not stink. Not another trick-or-treater brought it up except that one little girl.
Well, the other ones have manners.
Yeah. You keep going on a little bit. You're angrier at Roland. You keep drinking.
That's right.
Who else calls in? The two people from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Franklin.
Dean.
Franklin, Dean.
Franklin and Dean. Yeah.
And some chick that was with Dean at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Do you remember anything about her?
No.
Because we heard after they said unfortunately they wouldn't be able to make it to your birthday party. We heard that you wore her thong at one point, and that something about it burned. And I just wasn't sure where that came from.
Idea. Yeah, that's
Ron,
all
you
bullshit.
were pretty hammered, and Ron tried to.
This makes no sense to me.
Ron tried to bail you out by going, "Oh, that was just the heat." Trying to get you off the subject, but it was just very funny to see.
Yeah, I
you
was
go
obviously
that way.
intoxicated and trying to do something entertaining, but I have no idea. That sometimes you just go into gibberish land too. Not everything actually means anything.
No, you're just saying stuff as it goes. But it was just, I thought it was funny that you went there.
But I want to show you my fucking Slash picture.
Okay.
You didn't, I did get the Guitar Hero,
which was
guitar signed by
big,
Slash.
Big end reveal of the birthday episode, which was after Anthony called in, they brought in the autograph stuff for you and revealed that you did in fact get it. So it turned into a bit, but it clearly was a bit done by not the O&A crew. The Ron and Fez staff set you up to make it look that way, because the final phone call you get is Anthony, who's all excited, but then tells you, unfortunately, Dave, the only thing I said would stand between me and coming to your birthday party was if I went to the Borgata, and I'm going to go to the Borgata. And you tried to offer to pay for the Borgata for the weekend if he came to your birthday. And Ron, he goes, "Are you making Bennington money now, Dave?" You go, "No."
Yeah, there's no way I could have afforded that. That's hysterical.
You tried to offer to cover his first 2 hands of gambling, and Ron went, "That's your salary, Dave."
I know. He's like $10,000 a hand, probably.
So you're doing anything you can to get him to come. And then, they do reveal that, in fact, yes, they did get you a book sign and the guitar. But before they do that,
I don't even remember the book.
You get worked into a shoot. And you cut a promo on Roland. And it is vicious. It's mean. Yeah. It's at the point where several times Ron has to go, okay. You're starting to threaten real physical violence. It is one of the best shoots. We're obviously going to put that clip in, but you really.
Nice show. And today's Eastside Dave's birthday, the big 3-0.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, pal.
Great fucking birthday.
Well, you got some beautiful Jamesons. Drink up. Enjoy.
That was from you.
Yes.
But,
with love.
I'll drink up.
But your party fell apart and you're not getting a Slash book.
I'm not going to fucking lie to you. I could not be fucking more pissed off than I am right now.
Now that all happened during the commercial break.
Because when I was in the fucking bathroom, something happened to me. I get to be distracted by Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
From my fucking life's worries. And then I'm in the bathroom pissing. And someone fucking reminds me that goddamn Slash did not sign my book because of O&A. And no.
Who was it, Larry Craig?
You know what I like, too, is that during the break, somehow you turn into this being in The Departed. Look, Ron Fez, I got a problem here.
I don't know what that's...
That's a radio war.
That's fucking...
It's a radio war. Roland fucked you over, so what? It happened.
That fucking Roland.
Yeah.
I have done everything for this goddamn channel, Roland. You motherfucker. I have drank my own piss.
That's true.
I have gotten hot sauce poured on, no offense to you, sweetheart, but in my cock hole.
That's okay. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. You're talking to Kara.
No, I was talking to Kara over there.
Yeah.
Kara Beth.
I drowned a puppet in front of David Blaine. I fucking ate my shit twice. Ronnie B.
True.
Twice.
You did do that.
Okay?
Went to the hospital.
Went to the hospital. And was prepared to drink my own cum. Never happened. Don Wicklin. Hi, I'm Don Wicklin. I don't like things to happen.
Good impression.
I don't like things to happen. I like having napkins on a table rather than having a lot of microphones at a goddamn wedding broadcast, brother.
All right, here's what I like about it. Instead of like wallowing in your sorrow, you're making fun of your boss. That's good.
But nevertheless, I am fucking livid at Roland. Roland, you come in here, you eat your fucking shit twice.
True.
You drink Don Wicklin's cum. You drink your own piss.
When did
and
that
you
happen?
had Jay Moore. You had
Let
Jay.
him go.
It happened.
He's on a roll.
It fucking happened. And you let Jay Moore put hot sauce in your goddamn cockhole. No offense, Kara.
Yeah, none taken.
So you know what? This fucking birthday party is fucking...
You quit. You've had it with this place. You quit.
Yeah.
You quit.
I might be
You're
out. I'm out.
You're out.
I'm out, Wicklin, and you got... Hey,
He quit.
you fucking Logan. I don't care what
Eric
fucking...
Logan.
Logan. I don't care what fucking Matty Friday's haircut you fucking have.
Mean.
Which is the
You're
same
drunk.
thing
You know,
as
you're
the
gonna
guy,
regret.
Jim from The Office. All three of you are twins.
right.
Matty Fridays, Logan, and twins. No! You could have gotten it done for me, Logan! You could have gotten the goddamn Slash book signed! Where were you? Where's my goddamn health?
What?
Just let him go.
My health insurance! You know what I'm talking about!
All right, that's a shoot. That's a shoot.
Don't fuck with me, Logan! I will fucking drop you like a goddamn
right.
sack of potatoes!
right,
real!
you know what?
Fucking, who the fuck is Jeremy Coleman? I don't care
That's a different
what
company.
fucking Hobbit village you live in! You're Frodo Baggins, you're Bilbo Baggins, it doesn't matter to me! I apologize, sweetheart, because you're in from Austin,
Well,
you deserve better, but you're a goddamn cocksucker.
Well, he is, though. That's the thing. All right, here's where we got to go with this. We got to take it down a notch because you're a little
What?
drunk. It's your birthday and you're disappointed.
I'm very disappointed,
O&A,
Ron.
O&A,
I got one thing! Slash!
O&A let you down. So what? Put it
Ron,
behind you.
They could have given me a Slash fucking sticker.
Right.
On my folder that I keep. On my gay Ron Fez folder that I keep for fucking papers that never get used on the air. Heaven and Hell's Kit.
They're false.
It's never gonna happen.
Look, you got to know.
Heaven and Hell's Kit was brilliant.
We don't respect your rating. That's all. We don't
Great
respect
bit.
you. Let
was
it
a
go.
great bit.
I didn't even hear about it. He wrote a bit that didn't get on.
I have no idea about this. I'm sure it was written while he was in the bathroom drunk just now.
You don't go through his notebook looking for ideas?
Try not to.
God, I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard at you and your
That
problems.
fucking Logan, dude.
All right, let that go. You know what?
Punky
Go back
Brewster
to
is what I'm
rolling.
gonna call you. Oh yeah, Roland, that son of a bitch. Sorry, Mary Bell. That son of a bitch. That fucking fat, fucking hair plug porcupine. I've seen better hair on Pepe Le Pew. You son of a bitch.
All right, let that go.
He could rub me the wrong way sometimes.
worked up.
There was a, I hate to say it, but with some of Leone staff occasionally, they really look down at, Ron and Fez staffers. And I would always just be like, who the fuck do you think you guys are? You guys are fucking suck. I'm not talking about O&A, by the way. I'm talking about a few of their staff members had fucking runaway egos. and looking down on people who were, quite frankly, more talented than them. So Rowan's one of those guys. And like, I work for the Opie and Anthony show, and I don't even like who is this redhead Eastside Dave? You know who he is? He's a fucking goddamn radio legend, bitch. That's who he is.
And honestly, you asked why they would do this to you, and the answer is because you're Charlie Brown with the football. That's how Opie and Anthony used you pretty consistently, right? It was always Dave makes an ass out of himself.
No, I disagree with that. Beard. I mean, we did bearded. We did the clowning around, fuck twat and stuff like that. No, I came in there and I electrified the O&A show. I wouldn't call myself a Charlie Brown. That's a fucking that's a pathetic douchebag. Woe is me, wet blanket type of walk home with the head and the sad music. No, I'm not Charlie Brown. Earl Douglas is Charlie Brown before I'm Charlie Brown. That's a horrible fucking analogy.
I think Earl Douglas is the football. But no, the reason I was saying Charlie Brown is because they're going to pull the football away, and you still run with all the enthusiasm to kick it, which I think is truly...
Yeah, but it's not Charlie Brown.
Okay.
It's more like, think of it as like Rocky. Think of it as resilience, not Charlie Brown. I hate the fucking Charlie Brown analogy. It's the worst analogy I've ever heard. For when it comes to me, this is all I'm saying. Charlie Brown's he's a soft fucking guy. He lays down. I'm sorry. I feel you wanted Rocky. That you're a fucking resilient son of a bitch. That no matter how many times you get knocked down, you stand up and fight, and then you deliver the KO. You want something like that. Charlie Brown?
Okay, you are Braveheart.
Oh, I like that.
Because you don't have a chance of winning the battle, but you go fight your hardest anyway.
What? What are you talking about? In Braveheart, those fucking stupid... kilt-wearing Scots thought they were going to beat the English. Do you know anything about history?
The point I'm trying to make here, Dave, is Opie and Anthony continually sets you up to make you look like a jerk. We talked about Fuck Twat the Clown. We talked to you about the Bear the Joker. We're about to talk about Louie CK. And every time you come with 100% enthusiasm, you never say no. You never go, no, I won't do that because you're going to make me look like a jerk.
No.
The best you do is turn it into an on-air shoot at, and you make it clear you love Mr. H, you love Mr. Anthony, St. Anthony. You said your favorite saint was St. Francis of Assisi. Is that still true? Because it is all
the
Saints
animals.
Day. Okay.
I like the fact that he was like a Marvel guy, kind of like like Aquaman, that he could control all of the animals' minds. And used to do all this kind of stuff with the animals, like take over little villages with the animals. At least that's what my mom told me about St. Francis of Assisi. She was my Sunday school teacher because she has a teacher's license.
Okay.
So she would teach me the Sunday school stuff. But she used to say that the telepathic powers that St. Francis had with the animals and could even get them maybe to do certain things like squirrels shooting laser beams out of their eyes.
Okay, I think Beanie may have lied a little bit. I went to St. Francis of Assisi school for up through 7th grade and learned that he was good with the animals. Never heard about the laser eyes.
Laser beams, okay.
But you know what? They were kind of conservative. So who knows? They may not have been more open to some of the newer teachings.
Right.
So.
Beanie has access to a lot more of the education.
So the show ends with you, as you showed the picture, you got the guitar signed by Slash, and you got the book that you asked to be autographed as well.
See, I don't remember the book.
Now,
I was actually just shooting 5 minutes ago with the book because I wanted the book, but I did get the guitar. I don't remember getting the book, so okay, if you tell me that I got the book, then I'm happy I got the book.
Well, that leads me to my next question.
Because I don't have the book anymore.
Where's the book? And
I don't have the book.
Where is the guitar?
That I don't know. That was at Compound Media.
Okay, so I do know where the guitar is, and I will bring it for you the next time because I thought it was yours, and there is, as you pointed out, a Slash guitar on it. Now, can I tell you a story that you don't know about the Satellite? That doesn't have to do with Satellite, but it has to do with about this story. So,
yes.
2 years ago, Halloween.
Yes.
Louie decides to go as a rock star.
Okay.
We all see a picture of Louie with the Guitar Hero guitar from Compound. And seven people texted him and were like, that is autographed by Slash. You need to make sure nothing happens to that guitar.
Dude, not just Slash. Duff McKagan, Steven Adler, and Slash. 3 of the 5 Guns N' Roses original members. I just need Axl and Izzy Stradlin.
Well, I can tell you.
But so it's 3 guys.
Well,
it's Axl, Duff, and fucking Steven.
No,
the OG drummer.
I don't disagree that they were on there. What I disagree with is you keep saying it was autographed by 3 members. Now the Slash signature's there. I'm just kidding.
Fuck happened?
I'm sure they're all there, and I'll bring it for you next time.
She didn't take it out in the rain, did she?
No.
I swear to fucking Christ, if she took it out in the rain and I don't see Steven Adler and Duff McKagan's fucking autographs next to Slash's, I'm suing Compound Media. Bam. Because I was gonna take that to one of those shows on history, American Pickers or something,
White people are so scared.
Pickers.
Oh, you said Pickers. Okay.
Storage Wars or whatever.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, the Great American Roadshow.
Yeah, I want to take that guitar and sell it for $1.5 million.
Well, hopefully Luby gets famous then. But that kind of ends that birthday.
That was a good one.
Before we get out of here, I'm going to give you your second present, and we are going to cover one more topic, which is redhead versus redhead. Dave McDonald versus Louie CK when we get back. But before we go and take our brief break, would you like your second birthday present, Dave?
Yeah, yes, I would, Robert.
Okay.
This has been a very special birthday. By the way, this is kind of like a bonus Tales from the Satellite. We just decided to whip this up since my birthday is, November 1st. Decided, you know what? Can we just do a quick little Tales from the Satellite quick episode? So I thank Robert for this, and I thank Jared and Ron Fez, Archivist, for whipping this thing up with excellent research and clips in a very short amount of time. It just came to my head, and I always have a lot of things that come to my head, but the execution is a pain in the ass for the others.
Well,
I'm going to be aware. I'm aware of that.
As we do that, there was one more story that I wanted to cover from your birthday because Jared asked me to before we give you your present, and it's 2 things happened during your birthday. I don't know if you remember 2 legal things. One was that Dog said the N-word. Dog the Bounty Hunter said the N-word. So obviously
the N-word. Dog the Bounty Hunter said the N-word.
It came out on your birthday and that he was getting fired from his show. Remember, it was like a phone call to his son or something.
I definitely remember
so
this.
It sparked
it was
the
to
whole,
his daughter. It was to his daughter. His daughter was dating a black man.
But it was to his son, and his son set him up to get him in trouble. Yeah. So it sparked that whole debate. No, I mean, it was funny that your birthday is getting tarnished by the N-word
It's just funny,
debate.
the pop culture shit that comes out in some of this stuff that you're like, wow, that was a big deal for like a 72-hour news cycle period. Yeah.
And the other big news story that actually kind of touched the Ron and Fez show a little bit is Don Vito.
What happened? He died?
Convicted of inappropriate contact with 2 minors.
Oh, my God. Bam's uncle, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And this leads to what Jared describes as his favorite story about Don Vito from Ron, which is one time they were all going down to the Jersey Shore.
I know this story, too.
You want to take the reins? Please, no, I feel like...
No, because I honestly don't know it word for word the way so with all due respect, you fucking radio nerds know a lot more of the nuances of the details. What you do is you do a great job in jogging my fucked up memory. Okay, but as far as telling the story, no, you go ahead, please.
So they go. The van Don Vito's driving, and anytime he drives down, they have a keg in the back. And as Ron points out, we're enjoying beers and smoking what the cops call angel dust. And Don Vito keeps going, give me a beer, and nobody will give him a beer. So he puts it on cruise control and walks to the back.
He thought it was an automatic pilot.
It's not fucking. You're not a pilot. You can't just set the plane at cruising altitude.
Now that is hysterical. He thought it was airplane.
Yeah. He just was going to get a beer.
That he was going to have an automatic pilot if you hit a fucking car on cruise control.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
light years ahead of his time, I guess, because now
Tesla.
You could do that.
Yeah, a little boozy.
Are you allowed to drink in a car?
No.
Now that I think
very illegal.
Still, but like the self-driving.
No, open container. Even if I'm driving, you can't be drinking a beer in my car. That's an open container law.
What if you drank before the car ride?
No, because you're in theory supposed to still like have your hands on the wheel. And but I do like your legal loophole.
That's a funny story.
Just get in the back, right? No, and then the other fun story from that is I guess Don Vito used to fight by just choking someone and just letting you punch him in the face as much as you wanted. So when he got into a certain state, they wouldn't let him in the room. So Ron and Rap went back to their room and had the door shut. And Don Vito like got his hand in the door and his swipe. Like, let me in.
Like
so Rap just starts slamming
his horror movie.
His arm in the door. like, so try to get him to stop.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, Jesus, you broke my fucking wrist. Stop. And so they shut the door, and he goes, God damn it, Rap, this is a great start to my vacation of broken fucking wrists. Come on, just let me in, man. And like tries to sneak in the room again still.
That's funny.
So we just wanted to get that. Did you ever get to meet any of that crew through the Ron connection?
I met Ron's friend there. What was his name?
Rap.
Yeah, Rap. I met Rap, and yeah, that was he was cool. He was cool. He was a lot of fun. It just kind of felt and sounded like a Philly guy, kind of Philly crazy son of a bitch. But yeah, he was nice. He was good. I like that. I liked him.
It does seem like Bam is now kind of transitioning into Don Vito.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Hoping the best for him. But
yeah, I loved all those Jackass guys. Honestly, I thought I always loved the shows and the movies for that matter.
I honestly did not like Steve-O until I saw him do stand-up comedy for the first time. And this was before he had been doing it, and he treated it like an art. He tried to put a real show to, like, it wasn't just one of those guys who goes up and is like, oh, I was on Jackass, I'm cool. You could tell he put the time in. He set up a show, and then he talked to the audience afterwards, like just hung out and was like, yeah, I know I'm not good at comedy, so I'm taking it step by step. If you want to hear any stories, come hang with me afterwards. Make sure you get and like is a real down-to-earth guy. And really, so
there
really,
you go.
Really
I told
cool.
you, Steve-O was a great guy. I don't know why you didn't like Steve-O. Steve-O's fantastic.
Well, there's always that one character in movies or TV shows people don't like, and that's kind of my theme for this one. I noticed one distinct character missing from your table of Star Wars that's one of my favorites, so I decided to rectify that situation with your second present here, if you want to open it quick, and then we can get out.
I do.
To a quick break.
Lando! By the way, where did you get this? This is a vintage.
It's a vintage collector's item, maybe?
Well, I'm trying to look. I mean, it's definitely old school packaging and old school thing. I'm trying to figure out if it's
a re-release. If
it's supposed to be made, because I'm trying to look for the year, but I don't see it. But this is fantastic.
So
I love Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, it is a replica of the original. It's not one of the originals. They re-released
How you doing, Chewbacca? You still hanging out with that loser? Huh? How you doing, Chewbacca? Yeah, I'm the administrator of this facility.
It do be like that sometimes, hon.
My. You belong with us amongst the clouds. See? Lando. Empire Strikes Back.
And then when, like, Leia...
How you doing, Chewbacca?
When Leia walked by, hey, Ma, let me holler at you quick.
Hey, baby gigs. How you doing? You still hanging out with Han Solo, Leia? Huh, baby? Time for a little Calrissian. Can I show you another gift I got?
Yes, please, and then we will take a quick commercial break. Yeah.
Would you like to see that?
Yeah, what'd you get?
Or should I wait?
You know what? Why don't we come back?
You make the call.
Look,
okay, yeah.
It's IBM's. We made the call. We will look at Dave's
We're going to do
right
a
after
teaser
this.
because it's a very special gift.
Right after these quick commercial messages.
Dave, you are looking good, man. You are looking good. Let me tell you something.
Congratulations. You guys have officially destroyed my fucking life. You won. Ron Fez noon to 3. O&A 6 to 12. You guys won. Wow, you're nothing anymore. I'm like a grown-up version of Chunk from fucking Goonies.
You really have gone to shit.
Did he not look like this always?
No, he was a slim guy.
I was 195 when I started this whole fucking debacle.
He was a slim guy.
Oh, my God.
On Ron and Fez's show, he winds up getting married. Now he's expecting a child with his new bride. And he's turning into what looks like the typical fucking piece of shit father. Look, he's got a wife beater on. You can see his belly button and tits through it.
His awful white man tattoos. How much is he? I want to know how much he weighs.
Yeah, whack bag tattoos.
Yeah, my whole life is spiraling down.
Look at your belly, your
alcohol
gut.
abuse and overeating.
Oh yeah, he's a ridiculous alcoholic too.
Financial issues. Thanks, Don.
Yeah. Because of our show, he's got to grow his hair out. He's got a fucking huge belly now.
Oh, look at that!
Look at the gut. Look at the I
have a Sopranos tattoo.
Look at his hate handles.
Yeah, show Louie CK the Sopranos tattoo.
Like to see my Sopranos tattoo?
What the fuck
It is
wrong with
the
you?
worst tattoo ever. Come here and look at this.
I want Mr. CK.
I don't even know who that's supposed
He
to
thinks
be.
these are the Sopranos. Now, you ever see tats that look like real people?
Yeah.
Look at the horrible work this is.
That's awful.
It doesn't look like any of them.
Nobody looks like anybody.
Who did that?
Some guy from Long Island. Nobody looks like anybody. I didn't do a lot of background checking on it.
That is horrible.
Janice looks like fucking Joe Pepitone. It looks like Janice is one of the people you got?
Which one's Janice?
You tried to do Janice? No, sorry, Meadow.
It looks like
Meadow. Meadow, who looks like Janice, who looks like Joe Pepitone.
No,
and then wait a minute.
Who looks like Gene Wilder.
The son looks like a superhero. He looks like...
It looks like the Kiss Alive
also,
cover.
the shit this guy chooses to get tattooed, it's like he sees an interesting McDonald's commercial, and he's like, I'm going to get a tattoo of that. No, that was another I found that kind of amusing for a minute. I'm going to get a tattoo of it on my body.
It just looks
bad
like
one.
Mount Douchemore.
My whole thing is it's a billboard of bets I've lost. I got
he loses bets.
And Lucky Boy, which means pedophile in prison. Great joke by Mr. Bennington, but Ron.
Lucky Boy means pedophile in prison?
Yeah, he tricked me.
You better not go to prison. Wow.
So let's see. No, that's my sweatshirt.
Yes,
let's see what he weighs, though.
You are a fucking Dr. Zayas-looking motherfucker.
That Sopranos tattoo is horrendous.
Isn't that horrible?
Yeah. And what was your starting weight?
195.
195, okay. It's a sweet boy.
195, that's skinny.
202.2.
Wow, I thought it was a lot
way more than any of these people.
I thought that was a lot more.
So did I. I'm very surprised at that number.
You have to work harder.
7 pounds.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You
got a lot of stress in your life these days.
I do.
Team O&A is winning on all fronts right now.
Yeah. Every class.
Yeah, every class.
Of course.
How do you like being married, Dave? Do you like it?
I do, Jim. I like to come home to a hot meal twice a week. I'm just kidding, baby. I'm in trouble.
Are you?
And we are back. Hope you enjoyed that brief little commercial break. And Dave, you said you had one more present to show us.
I have a very special present that was literally sent to me today. As we speak, I just got it, and I opened it up, and I wasn't sure what it was. In fact, I saw the return address as Chris Stanley, SiriusXM Satellite Radio.
Ooh,
of course, I thought it was a bomb.
Yeah,
I thought he was finally going to try and take me out. You can't take me out, Peppa. I got 9 lives, baby. And I only used 2 of them. But I want to give a shout out to Chris Pepper Stanley and Ron Bennington and everyone. This is the sign. Did I just hit?
Nope,
this is the sign that we had on SiriusXM Satellite Radio in the Ron and Fez office, right above the doorway, just like Notre Dame. This is the Notre Dame sign that the team has on their in their locker room, and we would touch the sign. As I mentioned before, Fez and I would touch this sign.
Was it part of his, when he became executive producer, wasn't that one of the things he did to try to get his team to perform better? Or am I misremembering and just hoping it was a happy circumstance?
Fez bought this sign himself, and I do believe that it was to rally us all together and touch the sign, and like a fun little thing.
You were allowed to slap it, obviously. He was allowed to slap it. I'm guessing Ron didn't.
Well, Ron didn't go back to the office. Office.
The only other person who spent a ton of time in the office was Earl. And
Earl never touched the sign.
That makes sense.
Which is, I mean, look at all the bad luck that the man has fucking accrued throughout his years. You'd think he'd want to give the sign a rub just to change his look scenario around.
Earl was the anti-Rudy. He also had no business being there, but was just in a starting role and nobody wanted him.
If it was something fun, Earl Douglas is going to say no. He's going to say, I don't want any part of that. No, I don't touch the sign. Nope, I'm a Jets fan.
2 things.
Jets fans. What do you say? Wasn't that his song?
Yeah, he ripped off Al Dukes.
I forgot what it was.
That was it. Jets fans.
Yeah, Jets fans. What do you say?
Actually, no. He made you guys do it twice. Jets fans.
Well, it's just as bad and confusing as it was when he brought it up. He told us to keep saying Jets fans over and over again. But anyway, I do want to thank him for the sign. 2 things I don't touch, Fezzy,
my penis and that sign.
I got to thank him for this sign. This sign's awesome.
Yeah, I watched the shock come over your face when you saw what it was and realized it wasn't, in fact, a bomb or just a bunch of plastic like we thought.
The sign is going right above Yoda, in the Davey Mac wall of pop culture, which, I mean, come on. This shit is fucking impressive, okay? Spans decades. And this sign is going right above Yoda on the wall, the wall of pop culture. That's a very prominent spot, too.
Speaking of spanning decades and pop culture, we have one more subject to get in because it came on a birthday, and it's you versus a pop culture icon.
Hey, can I sing myself the birthday song, though? Not the one that everyone sings, but my mom's.
You can. And we learned something on your last birthday episode we didn't get to, but not just your mom, your grandmother also sang that song.
Yes.
Because she called and left a voicemail, and they played her singing, and then they played another voicemail, which was Beanie singing, and it sounded goddamn identical. But please, let's let the audience know, because I'll throw that clip in, and then we'll throw you in third.
Okay.
Real quick, do they know where we are?
Happy birthday just for you. Happy birthday, and may all your dreams come true. When you blow out the candles, there remains a glow. It's the sunshine of your smile wherever you go. Applause, please. Applause. Oh, applause louder, please. Oh, happy birthday, young David. There you go.
We'll mix it in post.
So yeah, that's it. My mom sang that. My grandmother sang that. Every incarnation, every generation of McDonald's hears that song after the stereotypical happy birthday song.
Maroon sweater.
Exactly. Maroon sweater. My mom gave me a maroon sweater. She loves maroon clothing. I can't tell you, folks, how many maroon button-downs, maroon sweaters, maroon. It's fucking, I think she wants to dress me up like I'm still going to Fordham University in the Bronx with the maroon already. Just chill. I love you, Beanie Mac, but I'm more of a black and blue guy.
Yeah, I get that. That fits your complexion. Well, nice flannel you got on there, both black and blue.
That's my point, Mom. Look.
Unfortunately.
Maroon? It's not even a real color, too. It's like saying, it's sort of like, I don't really have the balls to wear purple, nor the balls to wear red. So I'm going to go with maroon. Fuck off, maroon.
Yeah.
What a maroon. That was like Bugs Bunny, man. That was Bugs
good.
Bunny.
That was good. I just got it. It was so good. But anyway, we were talking about you versus a pop culture icon.
Thank you. Who? Who are we talking about?
Well, the incident kind of came to a head on Anthony's birthday. That's why it's fitting in on this episode. It was Anthony's birthday extravaganza. And that redhead you went head-to-head with was Louie CK.
Okay. I knew it. I knew the Louie CK controversy happened in one of these birthday parties.
Now, before we go to the incident, we have to get the backstory, which is the first time you met Louie. Do you remember what was going on?
It was on Opie Anthony show.
Correct.
Definitely some kind of stunty deal.
So, actually, the first time it was you were weighing in during the Biggest Gainer challenge.
Okay.
And you didn't look good.
Didn't look good?
No, you looked heavy. You looked slobby because the goal was to win the contest.
I'm gaining weight on purpose.
And you're there early for work. You're not completely put together. So Louie calls you a slob. He doesn't like you right away. But that's really the first time you meet him. There's no hatred. There's no respect. It's just he sees you. He goes, wow, you kind of look like a slob. Oh, and you chose to do this. He kind of mocks you for doing the challenge.
Yeah, a lot of these comedians, they it's a very quick, to meet someone for 5 seconds and instantly try to judge this nuanced and complex human being and then cut him to shreds. Both Louie CK and Bill Burr did that to me. As Bill Burr called me false enthusiasm once, simply because I came in with energy to the Opie and Anthony show, and I'm like, hey, fuckhead, false enthusiasm. The false enthusiasm is here because all these other motherfuckers have real boringness to them. So they call in fucking Mr. Electricity. That was Bill Burr. As for fucking Louie CK, you know me for 4 seconds. First of all, motherfucker, I'm 190 pounds of twisted Irish steel. I'll whip your ass. Secondly, I've always been in shape. This was I was gaining weight on purpose to win $500, of which I was never paid.
Which we talked about last episode.
Which we talked about last episode. 190 pounds to 225. In 1 month period, I gained 35 pounds to win this competition. Okay? So does that sound like a slob or a loser or a guy who's motivated to win and also entertain at the same time? Not sure you could say the same thing, Lou.
As we pointed out last time.
What should I have done, Lou? You want me to do that? Next time?
He doesn't, because that does come up.
You want me to do that? Next time, Louie?
Not next time, but the third time. And so that's really that. And we talked about
my
this.
Balls for real, too, by the way.
I saw that. I was trying to hope it didn't affect you, but we'll give you a few and I'll just stop.
You know, have you ever noticed that the ball hit, there's a delay? Mm-hmm. So I thought I was out of it. And I literally just fucking punched my balls. And now I'm nauseous. I'm not even kidding. This is not a little fucking bit. I just punched my balls. Live on Tales from the Satellite. And I might puke.
Even a decade later, you're still willing to sell out to be the best performer around.
That was unintentional. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so we talked about this last time with the biggest gainer bet, and I'll just carry it a bit while your balls descend back to your stomach.
Go ahead.
But Opie and Anthony really saw you as someone who would step up to the challenge and took advantage to that. Saw the limits and realized there weren't any of which you would push yourself for humiliation. And we kind of talked about it earlier where you were like, they weren't just setting me up for failure. But I think Opie figured out the discomfort of Louie, and it's not a coincidence that the next time you interact with Louie CK is during your infamous bit. Do you remember what that was?
What was that, when I was drinking?
No. It was a bit you would do on Opie and Anthony. It was a fun game they made just for you.
Take something out of my ass.
What's in my ass? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Opie asked me to do that. So again, I decided to help out the show. But yeah, maybe, you know.
So it was Bill Burr and Opie in that day, and you had a lollipop up your ass, and I believe Casey was there as well. But
ladies and gentlemen, Eastside Dave makes his way into the studio. He's completely naked. His wife's outside on the bleachers, mortified. Eastside Dave is waddling into the studio.
His non-existent penis.
But he's got his pants at his ankles like that. What are you, shy about your ankles? Like you're the Victorian era, but you don't mind showing your dick and balls?
Pants off. There's something in my asshole.
Oh, so okay. Yeah, he actually has something up his ass, and we have to
something up his ass, and we have to guess.
Yes, we have to guess what's up inside Dave's ass.
Do we get clues? How does this work?
Do we ask him questions?
Yeah, we ask questions.
Think yes or no questions would suffice, Ron.
Is it bigger than a bread basket?
Wait, we get.
What's up your ass?
That's not a yes or no question. Is it a food product?
Yeah, let's start with Jimmy. Is it a food product? Very good.
Yes.
All right, it's food.
All right,
is it in a wrapper right now, or is it bare? I mean, okay, is it in a wrapper?
Yes.
What is in a wrapper?
It's in a wrapper.
Is it a Snickers bar?
No.
Is it a Jolly Rancher?
No.
Is it a ham?
Hold on. Is it a candy bar?
No.
All right, it's not a candy bar, but it's in a wrapper.
Is it sweet?
It was.
Yes, Mr. Anthony.
All right.
Yes,
it is.
It's sweet.
It's in a wrapper.
A head of lettuce.
Is it covered in chocolate?
Yes.
Is it?
But you know that sticking things up your ass
hold
is
on.
starting to force things to come out.
Wait, you said it wasn't a candy though.
No, but it might be sweet.
He said it wasn't.
Is it one of those emergency packets, like vitamin packets? Because that would give you a paper cut.
But it is hurting.
Is it a fruit?
It's hurting. What's it, a lobster?
What is it round or is it oval?
Hold on. Why aren't we filming this? We are. Oh, I didn't see it, Sam. I'm sorry.
Round in a wrapper. It's sweet,
but it's covered with chocolate too.
No, the chocolate was the poop.
It's a shit joke.
Is it a yam?
Shit joke. Round,
is it red?
Wrapper.
Is it red?
No, it's not red.
Oh,
not red.
Does it have a stick on it?
Yes.
All right, I would like to say it is.
Go ahead, Anthony.
A lollipop.
Oh, God, he's going to pull it out.
It's still in the wrapper out of his ass.
Don't touch it with your phone.
Jesus. Specifically, it's a blow pop, guys.
A blow pop.
Oh, hell
Now he's gagging because he put it in his mouth.
Oh, yeah, well, too bad.
Fuck.
I don't know, but I'm getting turned on looking at his wife watching this.
You all right, Dave?
Yeah, no. Pop it in your mouth, Dave. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the wrapper
Put
off,
it with
Mr.
the wrapper
Norton.
in your mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
He put the lollipop in his mouth.
What the fuck is wrong?
Let's do the 3 now. Okay, so is the game over?
Yeah, I think...
Can I go back to doing press
I guess he's the wrong guy to ask about what's going on in Ohio right now as far as the election.
All right, there's Dave putting his clothes back on. Dave, when are we playing What's Up Eastside Dave's Ass again?
I'll have to talk to my higher-ups about that.
Whenever
Right
you
after he
want,
gets,
apparently.
right after the stitches heal.
In 5 minutes, if you ask him.
When Anthony guessed the lollipop, he pulled the lollipop out of his ass, proving
did he
that
ever?
it was indeed up his ass.
Oh, God.
Sounded like a champagne cork.
It's brown.
Look. Oh, God.
Stop making yourself puke with your own shit on a lollipop.
You got the gig. Don't worry. People are going to know.
Oh. Thanks for letting me in here today.
All right.
Sure.
Ron Fez, noon to 3.
You should
There you
make
go.
somebody else smell that, by the way. You should fucking rub that
Yeah,
on
put that in the
somebody's nose.
candy dish down in the lobby.
We need an outro for the bit. See, right now it would be nice to go back to announcer voice guy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. When Anthony guessed it, having him try to pull it out.
Oh, God.
And the wrapper was still on, so you know that caused some damage coming out.
Oh, paper cuts.
And now he's walking around in victory with the lollipop up in the air, with his gut hanging out and his awful boxers
God.
still on.
He's shoving it in people's faces. You always around for the banner shows there, Lou.
Yes. Listen, it's
That's
completely
something.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Sam, you got that for YouTube or something? There you go.
Private collection.
That kid will have a reality show. Fucking week.
Millionaire.
I'll be reading for fucking Law and Order.
All right, we're going to take a
look
break.
at Dick Wolf's head lump. Fucking trying to impress a dude with a fucking goiter in his eye. And he's like, nice one, Nick. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks. Can I put a lollipop up my ass?
Thanks.
Maybe,
Can I
maybe
get
that'll
validated, please?
Yeah, I can do a Columbo for you.
Then you took.
I have zero regrets. Zero. I'm a fucking young, go-getter, up-and-coming radio star in his 20s who simply wanted to entertain people and not ever be a wet towel. Not ever be someone who is going to drag their feet and provide lame shit. Sorry I'm a team player. But I'm also sorry that the people who are stuck in 2006 and 7 and still maintain their anti-Dave hate or whatever the fuck don't understand that. And they deny reality, which is I am a radio star. I am a fucking morning host on one of the biggest stations in New Jersey, if not America. I am someone who hosts and wins awards from iTunes on my sports show. I am someone who is consistently delivered every single time I'm in charge of doing something on the air. So I'm sorry, Bill Burr and Louie CK and any of you other fuckheads. I'm sorry. But as they say, as you go up, you come down. Guess Louie CK's coming down. Maybe it's a matter of time for you, Burr. Maybe I'll start fucking concentrating on my karma with you. Don't think I didn't fucking pray to God, pray to the fucking voodoo gods that Louie CK would have a fucking demise.
We don't want to take credit for that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we don't want to be.
I just told
and
you. Let's stay
especially
away
when
from
we get to the end of the episode where he apologizes and says he read you wrong. Then maybe
I
you may want
didn't
to take
know
some
he
of
was
that
going to
back.
apologize.
Yeah.
I had forgotten about that part.
But the third time you go in is Anthony's birthday. It's the incident we're talking about, and you have a Mylar balloon in your ass. And Anthony, like Patrice and Louie mock. Louie, when you leave, says, I hate that guy. Talks about how
I hate that guy.
how he dresses like a slob in this movie he's in, and he looked like you, and he hated it, and just kind of...
No, he said he used me as the motivation for a character which was a fat, stupid slob. So Louie C.K. fucking judged a 20-something for 5 seconds who would just try to bring electricity to the Opie Anthony show. A stupid, fat slob. Even if you called me a slob, Stupid? Would you say I'm stupid?
No. Not to your face.
Let's see. I graduated with a 3.5 from Monmouth University. That's magna cum laude. That means with honors for you stupid people out there.
I don't think you're stupid. And I
didn't care for the stupid comment. Okay, Louie?
I don't think he should have called you a fat slob, just given the other scenery potentially to choose from in that room.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, even at your heaviest, you look better than half the Opie and Anthony staff.
That's the thing with some of these guys. They come in, they judge very quickly.
He says that comment, and this irritates you and makes a promo. But before we get to your promo, which is gold, the next time Opie is in with, or Louie's in with Opie, they bring it up to him, and Opie says what might seem insulting, but is actually a very complimentary, and it's kind of your whole stance here. He goes, we kind of use Dave as a stunt boy jackass who will do whatever, but he's radio gold on Ron and Fez. Like, he is an all-around producer, and gives you the compliment saying, like, hey, we may not be using this guy to the best of his abilities here, Louie, but,
there you go.
But he does have the talent and backs it up in other ways. It's just that he's that versatile, which is what we were saying last week about you.
In retrospect, maybe I shouldn't have done it. In retrospect, maybe I shouldn't have been such a team player. Who knows? It's up for a debate. It's up for a debate. But I'm not saying I have any guilt over anything like that. Because I know in my heart, every single time I would do something, it was selfless. It was to help the shows and the audiences. It's to always put my ego aside. Always. Maybe that was a bad move in the long run because I'm a lot more talented than most of the fucking people in that room.
Well, and you're still doing it, though.
Yeah,
I think you find out who's in it for the love of the game in the long run. But you cut a promo on Louie to the tune of Welcome to the Jungle. But you also mix in some Enter the Ring.
Get in the ring!
I did that one on purpose.
I thought so.
But do you remember your promo at all?
No, because I was blacked out drunk. But it was one of those things that I remember it. Like, I remember doing it.
You just don't remember what you said. Yeah.
No, but I remember it taking place.
Well,
I mean, I'm assuming threats.
Yeah, it was the typical Dave stuff. Yeah.
Typical Dave stuff, which is what? Threats?
Threats. Typically whatever's happening in the moment you're making threats with. We'll throw it in because it is a great promo. But we do hear, before you go on the promo, at first you go, I love Patrice. This is nothing against. Actually, Patrice is kind of an asshole too, and you've going on Patrice for a second.
I did like Patrice.
The reason you said he was an asshole is he wouldn't say hi to you in the hallway.
Right. But then he did start to say hi, and then one time he told me I'm a fan.
E-Rock, what'd you give me?
The first track is what set Dave off.
This is what I said about Eastside Dave.
Supposedly you started. Okay.
Right, okay.
I didn't know that. So this is you talking about Eastside Dave.
Yeah,
all
sure.
right. Sorry. Needed the setup. Lou, you all right?
I hate that guy.
You all right?
I hate him.
You were making
I recognize his value to this show, and I understand he's funny, but I can't take it. I can't take it.
He's just like a circus clown on our show.
God,
he actually does
so gross.
He actually does like real good radio for Ronnie and Fez. But
I know. I totally
but
get that.
For us, he's just a circus boy, really.
The thing is that he kind of has the same like coloring as me, and that's what bothers me. I think
he looks like he could be related.
Like if I was doing that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, so you're kind of thinking
you kind of saw yourself naked.
He's fucking up our people, you know. It's
Yeah, the redheads and you remind me of me a lot when I was a kid. Kid.
You know that this movie I'm doing, when they ask me to shave, and they when they do my hair, they stick it way out, and I dress in a disgusting wife beater and sweatpants.
Yeah.
And I'm playing a really disgusting loser. That's my role in the movie. And once they did my whole thing, I looked in the mirror. I'm like, I'm Eastside Dave. That's what I am. I'm playing Eastside Dave
in a movie.
And he's actually informed the character I'm playing in the movie. Like I think about him.
That's
I
helping.
get a little sick, and then I do it.
You're researching your part.
All right, we're back live. So you started supposedly.
Yeah. Okay.
You just don't like him. What day was that? When he was pulling something out of his ass?
I think he stuck a lollipop. I mean, like it matters. He stuck a lollipop up his asshole. Mm-hmm. He was naked.
Yeah.
And then he ate it and then threw up into a bucket. So I guess I chafed at that a little for some odd reason that bummed me out.
All right. Eastside Dave started with Patrice. He had something to say about Patrice first.
Patrice is a good guy. No, you know what? He's not a good guy. I try to say hi to him every fucking time he's in here, and he ignores me. Just because I shoved a dildo in my ass and all this, and a bagel in my ass. And
that bothered him. He was bothered.
So
by
what?
That. Yeah. Patrice doesn't like white boy fun.
Right.
No, I'm serious. Eastside Dave does what we call white boy fun, dumb fraternity crap, and Patrice is like, "What is wrong with the white boys?"
Yeah, I wouldn't expect Patrice to like.
No,
that.
he's like, "This is deeply disturbing. Why are you guys laughing as he's trying to take shit out of his own ass?"
Yeah,
and it's just for the goof.
Sure.
All right, and then finally Dave got into you.
Okay.
To a black guy.
Wait.
What? Wait, hold
Louie
on.
CK.
He has a thought.
Sam.
Yep.
What did he say about me?
He didn't like you.
Louie CK says he doesn't like me, and then he says he's acting in a movie. Oh, no, come on, Tito's. He's acting in a movie, and his inspiration is Eastside Dave. What the fuck does that mean? So he hates me. Well, you know what, Louie CK? I'm coming for you. I'll fucking hunt you down, bitch. Anytime you want, Ron Fez show, noon to 3. It's getting a squared circle.
See, now...
Yeah.
He has his opportunity right now. He said he would hunt you down. You are here. Where is Eastside Dave?
Easy to hunt you down.
Exactly.
Right.
You're a pheasant sitting here with your feet up on the desk.
Yes, I was scheduled to be here.
Yeah.
It didn't have to track me.
There's no real surprise here. Yes, it was on the schedule for about a week. And then he continued. He had to sing a song to you.
Oh my God.
Does even Louie CK know where he is? He's in the jungle, baby.
You're in the jungle, baby! You're gonna die! Get in the ring, motherfucker!
You heard me, Billy? Or Louie? Whatever your fucking name is.
Billy.
Put your headphones on. That's it.
I'm gonna get you, Louie CK! I'm gonna fucking make you pay, bitch! I'm gonna fucking get you like St. Louis riots '92! Slap your ass around like that Faye photographer!
This is Dave babbling about.
And that's the reaction we were hoping for. Nothing. Because that's, what is he doing? But he continued with his song.
Okay.
In the jungle! Welcome to the jungle! That's it, I'm gonna fuck you up, Louie CK! I'm gonna get you, Louie! Serpentines like poison and snakes! Woo! Come on, Slash! Come on! Oh, Axl Rose is the fucking best! Woo! Come on, Louie! You fucking bald HBO prick! Welcome to the jungle! Be a day by day! Listen, bitch, and butts, bolts, and it's the price of
Holy shit.
Wow.
Can we at least get him on the phone?
Bald HBO prick, is that what he said?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Wait, Dave, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, hey, regular Joe.
Yeah, regular Joe.
Well, maybe we shouldn't play the rest then. Cause
There's more?
There's a few more.
It's very hurtful.
Yeah, it's very hurtful to Lou.
It's hurting my feelings a little bit.
In the jungle, Louie CK's from jungle. He's gonna deal with Eastside Dave, baby. With my cock. With my Valtrex cock, baby.
His Valtrex cock.
How much we're working down there?
Louie CK.
He's great.
Yeah.
You're right.
What?
Fuck him.
Oh, yeah, forget that.
I don't know what happened because Louie CK asked me what Dave was saying about him because apparently he'd gotten messages that
I'm sure.
should have known him.
I'm sure Dave went crazy.
He got messages that he got pwned on the Ron Fez show.
Can we please never use the term pwned? I don't even like when it's written, but I really hate when it's said.
And there you go.
Okay.
He's very obsessed with you, Lou.
Well, look. You know...
Are you flattered?
Yeah, here's the thing.
Okay.
I feel bad. I'm sorry about what I said about it. I mean, you may be surprised. I probably it's better radio if I come back with a lot of vitriol and hatred, you know, and say fuck him.
Of course not.
I feel bad that I hurt his feelings. That sounds like somebody who's really hurt. It's like somebody who I made him feel so bad that he sat down and worked on that song. and so I'm sorry. I really am. I don't, you know, look, when somebody shoves a lollipop up their ass and then eats it and vomits in front of me, It kind of bums me out a little bit, but that's not to say that he's not a very... Look, I congratulate him on his wedding. I heard he got married recently.
Had a kid.
Great.
A year ago, third.
That's all great. And, he obviously, like I said, during insulting him, he adds a lot of value to this show and their show. Mm-hmm. And so Mr. Side David, I apologize. I retract what I said about him.
Oh no!
I don't hate him.
Why are you doing that?
Because I don't want to hurt a guy's feelings.
He's going to get off on this, though.
Seems like a nice guy. That's fine. I don't care if he masturbates to it. I don't care if he jizzes all over his stomach to me saying I'm really sorry, Eastside Dave, for saying I hate you.
Well, that could be that could be his next trick.
Right.
Ronnie plays this audio, and Eastside Dave has to jack off and shoot warm jizz all over his
back. That's fine. I'm sure
that would be
it'll
a
just lay over
stunt for
whatever.
Eastside Dave.
I'm sure he's got a lot of glaze, covers on his belly of many jizz shots. And but no, I think he seems like a fine guy, and I shouldn't have said what I said. Message delivered and heard. I'm afraid of you. I'm sad to be in the jungle. Please let me out of the jungle. I ask for safe passage out of the jungle.
And you don't have a real gun, so you can't really shoot him while you're in the jungle. No, I can shoot
blanks at him and make him flinch, but I can't
that's
really
about
hurt
all
him.
you could do if you were listening earlier.
Yeah. I retract my earlier statements in regards to Mr. Eastside David of the Ron and Fez show.
Wow.
I regret any harm that I caused him, and I wish him luck.
See, he was freaked out by me, but unlike Bill Burr and Louie CK, who make instant judgments, they're just the smartest fucking people in the room, I guess. They meet someone for 4 fucking seconds, and they know how to figure out this entire complicated human being. Patrice sat back, observed me 5-6 times on the show. He finally came to me and said, I'm a fan. He said that.
And we do get some context in when Opie's talking with Louie, because he points out that Patrice asked what was up with you, like what your deal was, and they explained that, like, kind of like what that I just said about on our show, but the way he phrased it to Patrice was he does the frat boy like stunts. Because Patrice was obsessed with, like, the white frat culture of Jackass. Like you were just saying, you liked all the guys from Jackass.
Yeah, but frat boy, that is not me.
No, not even remotely. No. But he used it as, like, he's willing to do the dumb frat boy type stunts. And I think Patrice saw a guy, like you said, willing to do whatever it took to be in this industry he loved.
Yeah, but just for the record, I've never been in a fraternity and don't really like them. Just because some people drink and like sports doesn't mean they're frat boys. I just want that to be on the record.
Oh, yeah.
I know what you're saying.
I, unlike you, was in a fraternity. It was the one that inspired the Revenge of the Nerds movie. We were engineers, architects, and scientists. And the only reason we kept our charter is in order to do that, you had to put place in sports. We had a 3-on-3 basketball team, and I just shot threes. Like, we didn't play defense. We just hoped for the best.
Oh, my God.
But that's how we stuck
These
around.
fucking guys.
We were real losers. I wish they would have drank and talk about sports. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about.
No.
We're here to talk about you versus Louie CK.
Mm-hmm.
So you cut your promo on him. They play it for Louie. And at this moment, something amazing happens. Louie takes a step back and goes, I misread this guy. Clearly, he's able to do both. He's on your show. He's the stunt guy. I didn't realize there was this whole other facet to him. This whole other side where he's this radio producer extraordinaire, can do all these different things, very talented.
Mm-hmm.
And he apologizes to you.
Yeah, you
and takes
misread
it
me.
back. The only thing I regret is he didn't say, like, and as a result, at some point down the road, I'll help Dave out in the entertainment industry, because, boy, could we use that right now.
Yeah,
Louie, hey, you're at Madison. Can the Davey Mac sports program open?
So all these fucking guys, they're all the same. They compliment you and they tell you like how fucking talented you are, that you should be way more famous. And then whenever I say, okay, can you get me? Can I call you? Can your agent call me? And you start giving me some gigs. It's like, oh yeah. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta run.
Not that
they
famous.
all do that to me. They're like, you're the funniest. You're the best, most creative person ever. You should be way more famous. I know. So how about you help me becoming famous, you motherfucker? As for Louie CK, yeah, you're the asshole, not me. Because you misunderstood me. You underestimated me. You, Burr, and a lot of you fuckers.
And in the moment, sure, he was. But the fact that he was able to then take a step back and go, I did misunderestimate this guy, I think kind of
That's good, then.
shows it doesn't exist anymore. there is no I misread the situation anymore, and I think that is something to take away from it and go, hey,
Fine.
maybe
I'm supposed to give Louie CK all his credit for
No,
for
not at
him
all,
simply,
no.
like, acknowledging that he fucking misread a true blue goddamn radio talent.
I was about to make it a real compliment for your birthday.
Thank you, please.
So let me just finish. So he sees it, and even in that moment, most people wouldn't back down, especially a comedian. They're going to make a joke or try to bail out and still look cool. You must be so talented that Louis saw it, and that talent made him be like, oh, yeah, I really did. Like, it wasn't just him trying to get out of something with a crazy guy. It was, oh, yeah, there is actual talent here. And I think that carries through today when you see the versatility of things you're doing, whether it be Tales from the Satellite, where you're breaking down all the shows.
Like this one.
Yeah.
Like this show.
Or
Tales from the Satellite.
You know, you have your radio
Award-winning Davey Mac sports program. I say award-winning. It's not bullshit. iTunes editorial team. AV Club. Spotify. So on and so forth. We've won awards. Yaddle Chaddle's the fastest rising Star Wars podcast that gets shout-outs from the actual number one Star Wars podcast, Rebel Force Radio. We've made an unholy alliance with them, so we get shout-outs all the time. They give us shout-outs. We give them. All right, that's going well. My wrestling show that I did with my son, just as something for fun. Now we recognize we've been doing it for almost 9 years, and this past year nationally syndicated by Beasley Media.
That's pretty impressive.
And then my radio show, the biggest rock station in New Jersey, and I'm number one in the morning.
Is that a new thing?
No. I've been there for 10 years now. We've been number one for 9. 33 books in a row. 33 ratings books in a row. Ichiban, number one. So it's just kind of funny. You know I bring this shit up a lot, but I think that I'm going to keep doing that. Because you know why? Just want to remind these folks.
And
I want to remind them about who the fuck I am.
I'm glad you did, because as we wrap up your birthday episode, I want to point out it's very rare that you see somebody as an adult who gets to enjoy all the things professionally they did as a kid. And if you think about what you're doing now, you loved professional wrestling. Not only are you doing a podcast that's nationally syndicated about it, you're also a member of one of the biggest independent wrestling federations in New Jersey.
IWF. Yeah, we got a wrestling event in 2 weeks.
You love music. You're on the number one rock station in New Jersey. You love radio. You're the number one show in the morning in New Jersey. And if you think about it, you're a bit of a mini rock star every week on the Davey Mac sports program, especially as we're starting to get an audience in. You're performing in front of people.
Well, I hadn't played in a band since my high school band, Guys with Ears, which produced such original songs as Bunsen and Cloud Boy. And yeah, I hadn't played in a band since then, but until now with Roy. And we have created hit after hit after hit.
You obviously love Star Wars and movies. You got a number one podcast about that. And so I think on your birthday, the present you really give to the world is showing everyone that you don't have to give up the things you enjoy. You can lean into those passions and really pursue it. So I think the other last part is you give it back, too. If you look at all the people you fostered, let's be honest, me, Jared, and Archivist probably would have killed ourselves if we didn't have this show to keep us going. So make sure you guys tune into that.
I'm the fuel that keeps you alive.
Yeah,
that's basically what you're saying. I'm the inspiration. I am the wind beneath your wings.
A lot of times, absolutely.
Okay? Did you ever know that you're my hero? I can be father. Well, I will say this, Robert. I enjoy doing Davey Mac's Tales from the Satellite quite a bit. These are excellent episodes. I get to hear some of these clips. I mean, honestly, some of this audio I don't think I've ever heard.
Probably not. You were probably blackout drunk in the moment, yeah.
So I have never heard some of this audio. So I myself get a kick out of this shit. But I love it, and I'm happy all of the Eastside Davidians out there and these satellite radio fans can celebrate this episode on my birthday. I'm excited for this.
So thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe and tell us some friends on the Patreon.
Absolutely.
And that has
Spread the word.
The birthday surprise episode. Thank you for tuning in, and good night, radio fans.